Hello there everyone, this is Iron Mark 3 and welcome back to Homeworld, where I run away from Carrack. Yes, well actually escape Carrack when it gets killed. As you can see, the multi-beam frigates have chosen to play with a new target. They actually chased down my destroyer force and I didn't even notice until my ships were getting beamed. And yeah, look at that, my destroyers are getting a bit pummeled. However, they are only frigates. My destroyers, too powerful. I can knock them down pretty quick. And I think this is part of the reason why the previous mission gave me so many resources, to be quite honest, because otherwise it would have been even, well, a pretty bad blow to lose lots and lots of stuff in this mission. Yeah, they're still playing tag with all of my harvest collectors, so let's actually dock those guys up as well. I've actually lost one at some point. Good. Practice your vaporization techniques. Now then, I need to do something about all of these swarmers. So, as you can see, it's down to a stream, really, but there's still a lot of them around. So, what do I have that's good against the swarmers? I've got the drone frigates around the place. Now that the multi-beams are gone, the drone frigates will actually be quite useful. So, let's build 5 of those, which is worth 4,500 resources, but, you know, 5 of those guys, massive drone coverage, able to shred lots and lots of small craft really, really quick. Let's actually move the destroyers closer so they have a better chance of hitting things. Might be a good idea. These guys are just stuck, basically, now, so put them out of their misery just killing them all. Oh yeah, that's helping. That is definitely helping. But right now, I'm actually, you know what? I don't really care about those guys. I need to get back up here. Yeah, so yeah, let's move back this way so I can send my destroyers after the last enemy mothership, because that is it's the source of all the fuel, basically. Oh, I think maybe there's some fuel pods up here actually. But yeah, let's get moving. Let's actually do some stuff. Sounds like a good idea. Ah, here we go. My first drone frigate's coming out. Oh, the cheeky little buggers are attacking my carrier. How nice of them. Let's move my carrier over here to join the rest of my stuff. But here comes the drone frigate. And it's going to launch its drones. And the enemy's not going to be too happy with that. Yeah, look, they're all going after it now. I need support frigates as well. Yeah, the other problem with the drone frigate is, of course, it's very, very lightly armoured, so they can pick it apart pretty quick. It falls to moderate anti-capital ship firepower. And make no mistake, these swarmers are actually packing up of a punch to be classed as an anti-capital ship kind of thing, even if it takes them quite a while to do it. They're still much better at it than your standard ships. Let's put it that way. I mean, yeah, look, this drone frigate's actually dying. I want you to guard that carrier, actually. Go set you to full power to weaponry. Get those turrets working. But this drone frigate's about to die. Yep. The swarmers are just picking it apart. It's trying, bless it, but it's having some trouble. Anyway, I have now found the source of this resistance. There is an intact enemy fuel pod up here, which is now dead. And now the swarms are heading back towards my target, the primary anomaly over this way. So let's get moving. support frigate. You've got to help that drone frigate. Oh, they've switched targets from the drone frigate to the support frigate. Actually, so yeah, they like the squishy ships. Let's put it that way. But I'm building more support frigates. So that's absolutely fine. And the fact that they switched targets also saved that drone frigate. I've got to admit that too. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Large force of support frigates, yes, but I feel it's warranted, basically. Okay, Group 1 is continuing to wander. I'm just pushing it ahead. They are not actually shooting casually at things because, of course, destroyers don't have weaponry all around them. That's the problem. So I'm pushing them downwards so their turrets can actually free fire and do something about some of this stuff. Sadly, I can't build from the carrier. That'd be nice. It'd be nice to have an extra production queue, you know. But I need to move over here because of the simple fact that they are trying to... Yeah, they are trying to go and refuel, and then they'll come straight back at me. Though at this kind of distance, they will suffer severely from their limited fuel capacity. So it's okay in general, but... Okay, new support frigates help everything here. So there we go, that'll get everyone moving. Everyone's okay. And the drone frigates are fending off the few swarmers that were still around to cause trouble. So, yeah, there we go. We have blunted things, and my destroyer force is continuing to roll along to try and find the enemy supply ships and put them out of commission for good. Now, the fact is, of course, these guys are a little bit damaged. Oh, hello, incoming. Incoming advanced swarmers. These guys are actually really nasty. But if I can knock out their fuel, then I can do something about this. Okay, let's set these guys to aggressive, give them more firepower. You guys are doing okay. I think this is what I'm supposed to be looking at, isn't it?
In fact, metallurgy and structural composition are an identical match to the Kartoba wreckage on Karak.
Hello. We have common ancestry. Aha! Fuel pods. Right, kill those things. The destroyers are tough enough to endure the advanced swarmer attacks and things like that. So knock out the enemy's fuel source and the swarmers become a lot less dangerous. Because the fuel pods themselves are incredibly fragile. This is really the main weakness of the Kadeshi. Sorry, yeah, the Kadeshi fleet. They rely on all these small craft and hyperspace inhibitors. They don't have anything truly heavy, not in and of themselves, like my destroyer force. I mean, you saw the problems I had in a few missions back, where I was trying to face down a bunch of destroyers with frigates only, and it was having huge issues. Okay, I think that's all of their fuel pods gone. Let's hit the mothership with these guys then. That way I'll get rid of that high space inhibitor. Got to admit though, can't hide it. Oh, hello. I heard hyperspace jump. Where was that? Oh, hello. A whole bunch of fuel pods just jumped in. Right, destroyers refocusing, blow them out of the sky, out of the stars, out of the nebula, before the enemy has a chance to really refuel their fighter craft. And let's watch and see if they're going anywhere else. Because if you notice, there's suddenly a massive swarm of well, massive swarm of swarmers flying around again. So they do love it when they get some fuel, basically. But otherwise, their weaponry is just too light to effectively deal too much damage to destroyers. They really needed those multi-beam frigates to do much, because those, as I said, those guys are incredibly nasty. They are flat out in this game. In fact, in all of the Homeworlds, except for Homeworld Cataclysm, the multi-beam frigates are the best ion cannon frigates, hands down. And even then, the Homeworld Cataclysm ion frigate, which is it actually can't hit anything like as hard as a multi-beam frigate. It's just able to engage small ships. So why am I reading some anomalies out there? I'm guessing that's because the sensors are completely messed up. But yeah, that looks like about it for this lot. They don't have any kind of capital ships left. It's just fighters running around right now. Yeah, all the fighters just hovering in space, because that's what they do when there aren't any more fuel sources for them to go to. So that means all fuel sources are gone. If there are any multi-beams, they would have attacked me by now. They didn't. I'm disappointed I didn't manage to grab one of those magnificent machines for myself. Because as I said, hands down, best ion cannon frigate ever. Except for possibly a Cataclysm one, which is not as powerful, but it can fire in any direction with extremely fast tracking ion beams. So it's like an ion beam mini turret kind of thing, rather than like straight out melt through capital ship armor kind of thing. So it's a different shtick entirely, basically. But still, I wish I had those flipping things. Anyway, that's all dead. I've lost a bunch of resources. I've lost a massive amount of tonnage because my frigates got murdered, as did my corvette and fighter forces, and a bunch of my refinery gear as well. But that's all okay. Auto launch, get everything back out here. How many salvages do I have? 5. I want some more, I think. Let's get back up to 10, since that's a good place to aim for, I think. It gives you plenty of flexibility in terms of what you go after, since the bigger ships need 6 of the things, and you're going to lose a few here and there anyway. Okay, the drone and support frigates are just picking on the swarmers at this point. Oh dear. Do I want anything else queued up? Not really. Okay, so just a bunch of support frigates and that kind of thing. We're ready to go. And suddenly we've got over 20,000 resources, so yeah, it's not shy about giving you resources here. Now that said, my big assets, the destroyers, came through without losing anything, so it's all of my lighter hardware that got torn to pieces. The destroyers were just too much for them. I do like me some destroyers in this game. Now that said, there is another destroyer chassis later on. I think, yeah, I mentioned it in that skirmish video I did the other week. But we're not there yet for getting that one.
After analyzing the data we collected from the Kartoba's sister ship, we've been able to determine what happened in the nebula. While the Kartoba was able to limp to Karak, this ship instead must have tried to hide here. They soon resorted to preying on ships passing through the nebula. In time, the nebula became off-limits to all shipping. They developed hyperspace inhibitor technology to trap prey from far away without leaving the safety of the nebula. Eventually, it became the center of their existence, and ultimately, their religion.
These guys are pretty unique. It's not often you come across groups like this in games, to be quite honest. Just another point for Homeworld storytelling.
Anomaly detected.
Basically.
Override engaged.
Sensors detect a vessel here. It doesn't match any of the profiles we have encountered. Send in a team to investigate. We are detecting various ships surrounding the alien vessel. They appear to be inactive.
Okay.
Group 1 copies.
Salvage corvette complete.
Construction underway.
If I remember correctly, I don't want to trust this, so I'm going to deploy a scout out here and get a quick look-see at this, because I don't trust this thing at all.
Scout complete.
Stand by for
There
active.
we go, we have a scout out.
Standing by.
Good. You are my only fighter class, my only strike craft. I hope you feel special, because you truly, truly are.
Resource collector awaiting
So
instructions.
let's go have a look.
Salvage corvette complete.
Understood.
Let's give you a speed boost. Yeah, unique ability to scout, speed
Support
boost.
frigate complete.
Scouts are just really, really agile like that. Nothing like as fast as pros, but as I said way back at the start, they're reusable though.
Stay on top of it.
Hello. Incoming.
Salvage
Yeah,
corvette
inactive,
complete.
sure. There are, however, a pair of multi-beam frigates here.
Construction underway.
Actually, let's get a probe out there. Let's do that. Probe.
Construction underway.
Probe. I think I remember this mission, actually. Okay, is the probe out yet?
Salvage corvette.
Actually, might as well
complete.
get these guys wandering around harvesting. Let's get an additional harvest ship built,
clear.
actually. There we go. The ghost
Probe
ship.
complete.
I think I remember. The ghost ship is, if I recall correctly, it can take over heavier craft that go near it,
Probe
but it doesn't
away.
do much of anything to lighter craft, so... Let's go and see. Also, they've repainted my destroyers, finally. Only took them, I don't know how long. I just suddenly noticed that.
Support frigate complete.
So yeah, let's get this probe out here and check it out.
Resource collector complete.
Hopefully this will be far enough away to avoid attack. Let's see, multiple
Attention.
frigates.
Those ships are operational.
Oh.
We believe the control center is the alien vessel. It should be neutralized.
We've got a situation here.
Yep, okay, we've got a whole bunch of assault frigates, a couple of ion array frigates, a missile destroyer, and some multi-beam frigates. Oops, wrong thing. Hang on, objectives. Destroy the alien vessel before it threatens the mothership. Well, it's not doing anything, basically, so... don't really want to. What I will do, however, is, if I recall correctly, I'm going to sacrifice my salvage team, set them all to max engine. So, max engine. Send them up
Underway.
here. So, off they go. And I'm not going to send anything else to it.
Underway. Assembly underway.
If I recall correctly, I can do something by sending salvages at the main thing, or I have to send fighters which will get murdered by... Well, that missile destroyer is actually the other kind of destroyer after all, but it's actually the destroyer class which is geared to
Support
deal
frigate
with
complete.
small
Scout
craft. So,
complete.
you know, if I send my stuff over there, basically they're going to get killed. End of the day.
Scout
There's no
complete.
research options, no building options, no nothing. I don't have anything really which is built to deal with all this.
Scout complete.
So what I'm doing is building another scout of wings, and I'm going to sacrifice these guys, I think, to distract the enemy ships
Scout
as much
complete.
as they can. Probably won't be long because they're just scouts. They're very, very, very fragile. But, you know, it's worth a try. It's worth a try.
Scout complete.
But I sure as heck am not sending my destroyers up there. That strikes me as a very bad idea.
Scout complete.
Roger.
Okay, let's move the salvage corvettes into position here.
En route.
Scout complete.
So, massive wing of salvage corvettes on the way in. How are my scouts doing? Almost got them all ready. Okay.
Scout complete.
Come on, give me my last scout, please. Give me my last scout. It's either this or I send in a force of attack
Scout
bombers and
complete.
things.
Confirmed.
I think it's going to have to be attack bombers, but...
Support frigate complete.
Yeah.
Moving into formation.
Okay, guard, off you go. Full
Showing
evasive
no
mode.
mercy. Standing by.
Very, very aggressive.
At ease.
These guys, full evasive, passive mode. Don't want you attacking anything without my say-so.
You
There we
have
go. Okay,
accepted.
I've got my salvage squad, and I've got my wing of decoys. Valiant volunteers. Yes, that's exactly what I mean. And I'm going to send these guys in to try and do something. If it still does something or not, I just do not remember. It's just worth a try, you know?
Confirmed. Green line confirmed.
Okay, fly straight downwards.
New heading set. Destination locked in. Moving to destination.
Scouts need to head downwards as well.
Understood.
Actually, just send the scouts charging in. I've set them to
Engage
evasive,
capital
so
ship.
should be
We're under
helpful.
fire. Ready.
Yeah, they're going straight for the salvage ships.
Assume combat state. Roger. Alright, keep it up to speed.
Yeah, look at that. The salvage ships are trying to do something with it, but they're all just getting murdered.
Ready.
So the scouts are actually doing okay. They're not dead yet, so that's points for them.
Engage capital ship.
I don't know.
Construction underway.
Right, okay, let's get a bomber wing out there.
First circular assembly underway.
Again, this is probably going to be a bad idea, and they're probably going to die.
Attack bomber complete.
But the scouts are actually surviving okay, so... Yeah, they're just not letting the enemy shots catch up with them, basically.
Attack bomber complete.
What else can I build? Don't have anything else to send in, basically,
Attack
but...
bomber complete.
Yeah, the missiles are slowly catching up with the scouts, so... There goes that one.
Underway. Construction
Let's get a
underway.
bunch of
Construction
interceptors
underway.
out there, actually.
Construction underway.
Attack
So I'm sending in
bomber complete.
another light attack wave to try and do something about this
Interceptor
stuff.
complete. Attack bomber
But
complete.
again, this is a case of I'm just building things up and
Interceptor
trying
complete.
to do something. I don't know what. Do I have a limit on attack
Interceptor
bombers? I
complete.
do.
Attack
Up to
bomber
70
complete.
attack
Assembly
bombers.
underway.
So
Assembly underway. Assembly underway.
Interceptor
build an extra
complete.
set.
Attack bomber complete.
Construction underway. Berths are clear.
Interceptor complete.
Construction underway. Berths are clear.
Building frickin' strike craft.
Attack bomber complete.
yeah.
Interceptor complete.
Assembly
Oh well, hopefully
underway.
this is going to help.
Interceptor complete. Attack bomber complete.
But I just sacrificed my entire salvage wing and wasn't able to do much of
Collection
anything.
confirmed.
So
Confirmed.
I seem to recall this being kind of tricky as
Escorting
well.
friendlies.
Attack bomber complete.
Standing by. Guard order confirmed.
Interceptor complete. Attack
Anyway,
bomber complete.
I guess, actually I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to talk about. Don't know what to
Interceptor
say. Don't know what to do. Because I'm just trying to
Attack
figure out what
bomber
I want to try and do to this ghost ship. And right now I'm thinking I'm just
Interceptor
building a massive attack wave to start thinning out the ships that are guarding it. That kind of thing.
Interceptor complete.
Because if I can... Well, I want to salvage the missile destroyer, obviously. I mean, that's a massive, massive capture if I can.
Interceptor complete.
Missile destroyers are just great.
Attack bomber complete.
Great things.
Construction underway. Berths are clear. Berths are clear.
Interceptor complete.
Okay, let's build up a massive full rank of salvage ships. I'm going to need them.
Attack bomber complete.
I think it's 12 maximum. But I've almost got all the forces I've ordered.
Interceptor complete.
It's just another 5 things,
Attack
another
bomber complete.
set of things, a few bits here, a few bits there, a bits everywhere.
Interceptor complete.
But basically, unfortunately, this is why I would normally try and do this between videos, because it's like
Attack bomber
trying to
complete.
figure out what I'm doing and get my fleet prepared. But in this case, I'm actually building up a massive force with nothing else to do. So,
Interceptor complete. Attack bomber complete.
but yeah, again, this is another different mission. Very different from the thing you'd expect, which is like
Scout
murder, murder, fight, fight kind of things. Actually, I've had a sudden thought. Is there something I can do with regarding
Scout complete.
this? I'm going to sacrifice a support figure, I think. Send it over there to say hello to people.
Moving to destination.
Scout complete.
So this might be a bad idea because, of course, it's a support frigate, so you know it can fix things.
Scout complete.
But if I remember, it might have something to say if I send an actual larger ship over there. So that's what I'm doing. Send this over, see what happens,
Salvage corvette complete.
and yada yada yada. That might actually be the end of the episode, actually, because I'm continuing to build up my massive rank of fighters and things. Yeah, I'm working on the salvage corvettes now, and the replacement frigate, so my fighter wings are all ready. Set you guys all to evasive mode,
Coordinates
defensive, so move them into position
Salvage
nearby.
corvette complete.
But the salvage frigate is going to wander over there and say hello to the people, because I remember that this thing captures bigger ships that go near it. So I'm going to see if I can trigger that. And see if it tells me something new to do. So, yeah. Otherwise, it's going
to the alien vessel.
There we go. Okay.
Salvage corvette complete.
So, ready to move in with this
Destination
strike wing
locked
then.
in.
Off they go. Fighters and
Lock all weapons on target.
intercepts and all that jazz.
Support frigate complete.
But yeah, as you can see, it got nowhere near when that happened.
Salvage corvette complete.
Target confirmed.
Anyway, let's get my attack bombers and actually send those guys against those frigates, because if I can reduce the number of projectiles coming in, then that's good, right? You know, it's less stuff coming at my force, so it's less stuff that actually requires dealing with.
Gotcha.
So that's my thinking right now, and that's why I built so many attack bombers. It's like, let's try and pick apart some of the weaker ships and things. Well, I've got all these other fighters and things running around playing distraction. But that said, plasma bombers even are not that good at killing ships. That's why I built 20 of the things. They are taking a while though to even get anywhere.
Resources exhausted. Ready? This is a cakewalk. No problem. Attacking capital ship. I caught one.
Salvage corvette.
You know what, let's just hit the ghost ship. Keep hitting the ghost ship. Bombard the ghost ship with everything we've got.
I caught one.
Because the scouts are already dying, the intercepts are dying as well, and the bombers are not doing too badly, I guess, but still taking a lot of damage. I don't remember how to properly deal with this thing, and that's a fact, basically. That is very much a fact.
Salvage corvette complete.
Roger. Destination locked in.
Why are you even sitting there?
Moving target.
Why are you sitting there?
Ready. Capital battle ship locked in. All right, let's heat it up, Engineer. Hold fire confirmed.
Yeah, I'm just losing all my forces. I don't remember how to deal with this. My only objective is, like, kill the thing. There's a whole bunch of ships out here that I want, but yeah. I'm afraid that's going to have to be it for the video as well, because it's about that time again. So, I think I'm going to look this up, actually. I'm going to look at what I'm supposed to do here, because I've forgotten. And this seems to be quite, you know, inefficient. Let's put it that way. Very, very inefficient.
Salvage corvette complete.
And I'm just pummeling it and not getting anywhere, so yeah. I think I should just back off, call it there, and then come back when I know what I'm doing, and after I've prepared for it, so yeah. Run away, my people. Well, what's left of you? I think I've lost like 2/3 of you at least. But yeah, this has been Iron Mark 3. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. And I'll catch you all some other time, some other place in deep space, where I capture you and deal with you, you scary ghost ship thing. Because I just don't remember how to deal with you. So yeah. Thanks for watching and see you all later.